We're going to get started in just 1 second here, but they wanted me to tell you that they're in alphabetical order by their first name, not last name. That way, if you need to get your camera ready to take pictures or record. So don't be on stage in the order that they're going to be called up. But, they were all nervous that you won't be ready at the right time because if they're a different last name, you talk. So order of last name, order of first name, alphabetical. Does that make sense? Why, I don't know, just for fun. The new inductees are on their way out. Good evening, students, families, faculty, and distinguished guests. It is my honor and privilege to welcome you to this evening's National Honor Society induction ceremony, where we celebrate the accomplishments, character, and potential of our newest members. This is a momentous occasion, a time to reflect on what it means to be part of the National Honor Society and the commitment it represents. The National Honor Society is built on 4 pillars: scholarship, leadership, service, and character. These pillars are not just ideals to aspire to, they are the foundation of a life well lived, a life of purpose, and a life of positive impact. Tonight we honor the students who embody these principles in their daily lives. As we welcome these exceptional young individuals into the National Honor Society, we recognize not just what they have accomplished, but what they are capable of becoming. They are the leaders of tomorrow, the innovators, the advocates, and the visionaries who will shape the future. To our inductees, this evening is a testament to your hard work, dedication, and perseverance. You have reached an important milestone, but that is only the beginning. As you step into this new chapter, remember the responsibilities you carry and the opportunities you hold. Use the talents to inspire, your intellect to innovate, and your character to lead with purpose. Thank you to the families and educators who have supported these students on their journey. Your encouragement and guidance have helped shape them into the remarkable individuals that they are today. Once again, congratulations to our new National Honor Society members. May this ceremony serve as a reminder of all of your accomplishments and a challenge to continue to striving for excellence in all that you do. Now to kick off the ceremony is the current Senior President of the Twinsburg chapter of the National Honor Society, Rebecca Peters.
Good evening. Principal Hunt, Mr. Porenchak, members of the faculty, parents, and students, welcome to the 2024 National Honor Society Induction Ceremony. We are gathered here to formally recognize those students who have been selected by the faculty of our school for successfully completing their candidacy and are being inducted as new members of our NHS chapter. For current members and those former members who may be among our guests, we hope this will serve to remind you of the standards of excellence you too are charged with maintaining as members of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition programs. Our chapter is proud to have been inducting members since 1971, and with today's ceremony indicates the continuing emphasis on excellence that we represent for our school and community. Throughout the year, members of our chapter serve as role models for other students. In addition to the strong academic records which establish the eligibility for membership, our chapter members are leaders in many organizations and serve our school and community through many activities, including donation drives and tutoring amongst other service projects. We are proud of this academic record of accomplishment and welcome these new members who may bring new energy and support for our continuing work as NHS members. And now, please welcome our principal, Mrs. Emily Hunt, who will offer congratulatory remarks to our new members.
Good evening. It is a privilege to welcome you all to tonight's celebration of excellence, leadership, and service as we induct our newest members into the National Honor Society. This evening is a testament to the hard work, character, and commitment of these outstanding students. To our inductees, tonight marks a significant milestone in your academic and personal journey. Being invited into the National Honor Society is not just an honor, it is also a call to action. It recognizes your dedication to scholarship, leadership, service, and character, but it also challenges you to continue making a positive impact in our school and community. To our families here tonight, this achievement could not be possible without you, your support, your encouragement. You have nurtured these young leaders and helped them to become the remarkable individuals that we are honoring this evening. And as we celebrate this accomplishment, let us also look ahead. The world needs these qualities that these students represent: determination, compassion, and integrity. And I am confident that they will rise to every challenge and continue to make us proud. So, congratulations to all of you, and thank you for reminding us about the power of excellence and the promise of a bright future. So enjoy this special night. I hope that you remember it forever, the recognition, the celebration. Thank you.
It is at this time that we proclaim to all in attendance that the membership in Twinsburg High School chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by these candidates through the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities that serve as standards for the society. Members of the chapter will now review these qualities for the candidates. We begin with Sophia Harsa, who will speak about scholarship. Scholarship denotes a commitment to learning. A student that is willing to spend hours in learning and in study will know the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. Even when formal education has ended, we should still continue to learn, as human education only ends with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life, and it leads to the highest success, which can only be achieved in one way: through diligence, effort, and hard work. Learning furnishes the lamp that we use to read the past, the torch that guides us to understand the present, and the light that illuminates the future. These candidates have the responsibility to continue to expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship. Scholarship is derived from a passion for knowledge, the knowledge to understand, to solve, to create. We gain knowledge through learning experiences both in and out of the classroom. Scholars look for the opportunities to learn. They understand that learning takes effort, and it understands
the judgment that is rooted in knowledge. Being an NHS member strengthens your commitment to expand your curiosity and helps you continue your journey towards becoming a lifelong learner.
Next, Hansika Abanagari will speak about service.
Hello everyone. Service is about dedicating your time and effort to create positive change for others. Opportunities to help and inspire others can be found by those who are willing to work for the benefit of those in need, without monetary compensation or public recognition. As members of the National Honor Society, it is our responsibility to seek out these opportunities, to promote volunteering in the school and around the community. Using these skills and talents you possess for the benefit of the community is essential for the creation of a better tomorrow. As individuals and as a group, NHS members are presented with experiences that will deepen personal understanding of what servant leadership is and can be. Service is about strengthening empathy and developing your passion to help others, and it is what we look for in our members. Thank you.
Next, Roderick Sotanto will speak about leadership.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking initiative in the classroom and school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to reach their common goals of success. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interest of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a school, community, or nation, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a meaningful and substantive charge to each of our members. Leadership is your ability to communicate in ways that influence and inspire others to act. It is not exclusive or inherited through election or designation. Leadership is setting the example in your own words and deeds to motivate others to follow. It is about engaging people while guiding their direction to a common goal. Effective leadership happens when you begin to know yourself as a leader and possess the essential skills necessary to lead. NHS members are leaders in and out of the classroom.
And finally, Arya Gebi will speak about character.
Character is a force within the individual that distinguishes each person from others. It creates for each of us our individuality, our goodness. It is that without which no one can respect oneself, nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character that guides one through life, and, once developed, grows steadily within. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant thought and action, the daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is a problem of self-control. We must be, in reality, what we wish to appear to others, to be rather than to seem. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character. Character is the sum of your morals, values, and ethics that makes you the individual that you are. Your character is influenced by your experiences and helps guide you through life. Every day, your character is displayed in your actions and the choices you make. It is seen in the respect you have for yourself and the respect others give to you. Measures of character lie in qualities such as responsibility, trustworthiness, caring, and self-control. Being a member of NHS gives you the opportunity to role model quality character and to be a positive influence on the character of others.
At this time, I will ask the new inductees to please rise, raise your right hand, and repeat the pledge. Please join me in reciting the pledge. I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands, and will remain and encourage the high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Thank you. You may be seated.
Tonight we celebrate excellence not only in our students, inductees, but also in individuals who inspire and guide us to achieve greatness. It is my privilege to honor an extraordinary educator, leader, and mentor, Ms. Danae Pickney, as an honorary inductee into our chapter of the National Honor Society. Ms. Pickney exemplifies the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society: scholarship, leadership, service, and character. As an English teacher and Ohio's Teacher of the Year, her commitment to scholarship is unparalleled. She has inspired countless students to find their voices, think critically, and embrace the power of words. Her classroom is not just a place of learning, it's a space where minds are open, perspectives are challenged, and creativity flourishes. Her leadership extends beyond the classroom walls. Mrs. Pickney leads by example, demonstrating an unwavering dedication to her students and colleagues. Her influence is felt in her tireless advocacy for education, her innovative teaching methods, and her ability to inspire others to strive for excellence. She has set a standard of leadership that motivates all who have the privilege of working with her, including myself. Through her service, Mrs. Pickney has profoundly impacted our school and community, whether volunteering her time to mentor young teachers, supporting student-led initiatives, or participating in community events. She shows us the true meaning of selflessness and giving back. Finally, Mrs. Pickney's character is a beacon of all who know her. She embodies kindness, integrity, and a genuine passion for helping others succeed. She approaches every challenge with grace and every opportunity with gratitude, leaving an indelible mark on the lives that she touches. Mrs. Pickney, your remarkable contributions to education and your unwavering commitment to excellence make you a role model not only for our students, but for us all. We are honored to induct you into our chapter of the National Honor Society. Thank you for inspiring us to reach higher, dream bigger, and lead with purpose.
We will now call each new inductee by name. Each new inductee has a candle that they will light from the center flame to symbolize them taking on the responsibility to uphold the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society. As your name is called, please step forward onto the stage to receive your membership certificate, sign the official chapter registry, and lastly, light your candle. Members of the audience, please hold your applause until everyone has been called.
Abby Becker. Abby's favorite memory at THS has been getting to travel with her show choir. They've gone to so many cool places, and she's very grateful to have made such an awesome bond with the group. Her favorite teacher has been her math teacher for all 3 years, Mr. Chaplin, Mrs. Thomas, and Mr. Porchak. Math is her favorite subject, and she's had amazing teachers. Not only did they help her improve her math skills, but they also actually cared for their students. Next is Abby Derizic. Abby's most proud accomplishment is being able to become a section leader in band. Her favorite memory at THS thus far is being able to share her final marching season with her younger brother, Sam. And she thinks that the teacher that has inspired her the most is her band director, Mr. Bynes. Without him, she wouldn't have had the career she does now. Allie Bravo. Allie's favorite memory is going to Camp Fitch as a counselor and getting to know all of the girls in her group. Mr. Manaki is her favorite teacher because he has taught her to never be afraid to ask questions and was always willing to offer help. Also, her most proud accomplishment is maintaining above a 4.0 GPA throughout high school. Alyssa Kimball. Alyssa's most proud accomplishment is making varsity on the cheerleading squad at the school. Her favorite teacher is Mrs. Pickney because of her compassion and genuine care for her students. And her passion and genuine care has pushed her to be the best student that she could be. Her favorite memory at THS is cheering in the playoff games for football. Next is Amaya Sims. An accomplishment that Amaya is most proud of is earning 41 college credits through the CCP program at THS. Her favorite memory during her time at THS is performing at football games on Friday nights with the Twinsburg Tigerettes drill team. Ava Bannock. Ava Bannock's biggest accomplishment at THS is being a scholar athlete during the fall season. Her favorite teacher was her math teacher, Mrs. Thomas, because she had always encouraged her and helped her and made her office a safe space for her to always come and get work done. Bailey Hussein. An accomplishment of Bailey's that she's most proud of at Twinsburg High School is when she earned the highest grade on the final in honors chemistry. She continuously struggled during the beginning of the year. However, with perseverance and a lot of dedication, she was able to achieve the grade she earned. Brighton Stoddardale. Brighton's favorite memory at THS has been the competition season for show choir during his sophomore year. And Mr. Colgrove is his favorite teacher at THS because he has inspired his passion for history. His biggest accomplishment is earning a 3.9, a cumulative GPA throughout his high school career. Next is Cameron McLafferty. Cameron's favorite memory during her time at THS thus far is a spring concert of her sophomore school year, specifically singing Slipping Through My Fingers by ABBA. Mrs. DiMatteo is her favorite teacher because she had always pushed her to do her best, and she continues to challenge Cameron on her projects. Cameron Puckey. Cameron is most proud of being inducted into the Spanish National Honor Society. Her favorite memory from her time thus far at THS was winning districts this past season for soccer with her teammates. Her favorite teacher is Mr. Whitting because he made chemistry class very fun and enjoyable. Carmi Fane. Carmi's biggest accomplishment at THS is that she earned college credit through multiple AP classes. Her favorite teacher is Mr. Santiago. He's the Spanish teacher for both Spanish 1 and 2, and he had not only made the class more enjoyable, but the lessons more memorable. Ella Grummett. Ella Grummett's favorite memory at THS thus far is participating in the Special Olympics. Her favorite teacher is all of her teachers, including her mom, because they felt like family. And her biggest accomplishment at THS that she's most proud of is being selected for NHS. Caroline Cohen. Caroline Cohen's biggest accomplishment at THS was when one of her art pieces was chosen to be displayed in downtown Cleveland. Her favorite memory at THS thus far has been her opportunity to create lasting connections with amazing foreign exchange students, always having fun. Charlie Johnson. Charlie's accomplishment at THS that she's most proud of is having perfect attendance for the last 2 years. Her favorite teacher is Miss Richardson because she is very funny and an honest teacher who she always finds a pleasure to talk to. Charlie also feels that Miss Richardson is very involved and cares a lot for her students. Chloe Swerbinsky. An accomplishment of Chloe's that she's most proud of at THS is that she had maintained over a 4.0 GPA thus far. Her favorite teacher that she has had so far in THS is Mr. Manaki because of his chemistry class. His chemistry class was both informing and entertaining. Dahlia Savet. Dahlia Savet's favorite memory at THS thus far is winning a district championship with the soccer team. Her favorite teacher is Mr. Whitting, because he always talks to her about the things and creates a good relationship with his students. He is very welcoming and respectable. Elliot Edelheim. Elliot is most proud of receiving a class award for both her freshman and sophomore years at Twinsburg High School. Her favorite memory during her time at THS thus far has been painting for the girls' senior night soccer game with the rest of the volleyball team. Her favorite teacher at Twinsburg High School is Mrs. Rader. Thank you.
Erin Popovic. Erin's favorite memory of her time thus far at THS is going on field trips to CBCC sophomore year and being accepted into the Health Careers program for her junior and senior year. An accomplishment that Erin is most proud of at THS is being inducted in the Spanish National Honor Society. Gianna Vince. An accomplishment Gianna is most proud of at THS is being secretary of her class. One of her favorite teachers is Mr. Whitting because he is such a positive and encouraging teacher. He never fails to make anyone happy and is always there to help you when you need it. In addition, he has taught her that although things may not go as planned, you should never give up because everything happens for a reason. Hannah Miller. An accomplishment Hannah is most proud of at THS is being inducted in the Spanish National Honor Society. Her favorite memory at THS was creating her own song and performing it for her English class last year. Her favorite teacher at THS is Miss Komet. Joey Gill. Joey's favorite memory of his time at THS was planning and winning the homecoming pep rally sophomore year. His favorite teacher was his English teacher, Miss Forrester. Each day, he enjoyed listening to her lectures and consistently pushed him to be a better student. Bella Faney. She's most proud of her acceptance into the Cuyahoga Valley Career Center. Her favorite teacher at THS is Miss Cherrick, who has inspired her writing and taught her to go out of her comfort zone in order to try something new this year. Yvonne Rivas. An accomplishment he is most proud of at THS is overcoming the setback of tearing his ACL his junior year. His favorite memory at THS is going to the football games with his friends over the years. Jack Jameson. An accomplishment Jack is most proud of at THS is winning the Kent State Regional Academic Challenge tournament as a freshman. His favorite memory at THS is playing his violin in Orlando, Florida at Disney Springs for the THS Disney trip. Jacob Nero. His His favorite memory at THS is playing in the drumline in the marching band. His favorite teacher is Mr. Bonnets because his strict yet rewarding teaching system in band, and is someone he respects a lot. Josh and Dee Buller. An accomplishment Josh and Dee is most proud of at THS is the consistent effort she puts into her work, giving her high honors. Her favorite teacher at THS is Ms. Thomas. She used to be a math teacher at THS. She was a great teacher who made her enjoy math, and she always had a positive attitude every day. She appreciated Josh and Dee's work and was always kind to everybody. Jaden Amos. Jaden is most proud of his grades and being able to manage his classes both at CBCC and THS. His favorite memory of THS would probably be his honors physics class. He loves the teacher and loves the hands-on things they get to do. His favorite teacher is Mr. Ripper. He brings a lot of energy to their class and is super nice. Jermel Wilkerson Jr. An accomplishment Jermel is most proud of at THS is becoming bass section leader during the marching season. His favorite memories are being at the football games with the rest of the percussionists and band. All of them are very fun, and he can't pick just one memory to consider his favorite. Jessica Aspinall. Her favorite memory of her time thus far at THS is playing in winning districts with her soccer team. Her favorite teacher is Miss Thomas. She was always there for her and helped her to do well in her class. J.D. Okuma. His favorite memory at THS is playing at Canal Park for the baseball state championship game. His favorite teacher is Miss Pinkney because she has inspired him to always give his best effort in everything he does. He's most proud of maintaining a 3.5 or higher GPA while he is in season. Jordan Wagner. His favorite memory at THS is the Special Olympics and Buds Club. His favorite teachers are Miss Todd and Miss Nelson because they are kind, sweet, respectful, and believing in him. He's most proud of getting an A in physical science. It took him a lot of studying and practice to get good grades. Julia Maluyao. An accomplishment of hers at THS that she is most proud of is being chosen as dance captain for the Twinsburg Great Expectations show choir as a junior. Julia's favorite memory of her time thus far at THS is organizing a meeting for the International Culture Experience of Twinsburg. Her favorite teacher has been Miss Forrester since she wasn't too fond of history until she took a push. Caden Honecker. An accomplishment Caden is most proud of at THS is getting into OMEA All-State Orchestra for cello. The teacher that has inspired Caden the most is Miss Komet because she is his coach as well as teacher and pushes him to be the best version of himself at practice and in the classroom. Kayla Solero. An accomplishment that Kayla is proud of is being inducted into the Spanish National Honor Society. Her favorite memory is winning districts with her soccer team. Her favorite teacher is Miss Thomas. She was her math teacher her freshman year and sophomore year, and always was there when she needed help or even was just to talk. Kelsey Williams. An accomplishment Kelsey is most proud of at THS is getting 1,000 career assists for volleyball during her junior year. Her favorite teacher is Miss Butler because she has always been very caring and thoughtful. She has also been super helpful to her during her class. She's a really good teacher and makes learning Spanish easy.
Kendall Blow. Kendall is most proud of being secretary of Interact Club. His favorite memory at THS was going to Disney World with his friends. His favorite math teacher was math teacher Mrs. Thomas because she would always motivate him to do his best and would help him when he needed it. He always felt like he could talk to Mrs. Thomas about anything and always enjoyed their conversations during study lab. Lexi Rapp. Lexi is most proud of getting inducted into both National Honor Society as well as Spanish Honor Society. Her favorite memory so far at THS was getting to write a speech about her best friend for her volleyball senior night this past season. Her favorite teacher was Mrs. Thomas, her Algebra 2 teacher. Lily Cephas. She's most proud of earning a captain position on the varsity soccer team. Her favorite memory at THS thus far was when she got to watch the World Cup in her chemistry class during sophomore year. Her favorite teacher is Mrs. Humble because she's a fun friend to talk to, but also a great teacher. Mackenzie Sweeney. An accomplishment of Mackenzie's that she's most proud of is being on varsity since freshman year in both basketball as well as softball, and also being all-suburban league in both sports. Her favorite memory so far at THS was during basketball season when they beat Wadsworth last year. Her favorite teacher is Mrs. York. Madeline Burrow. Madeline is most proud of earning academic excellence awards for having a 4.0 GPA or higher. Her favorite memory at THS thus far is walking to Starbucks in her AP Statistics class at the end of the year. Her favorite teacher is Mr. Princhek. Marissa Bissett. Marissa is most proud of challenging herself with difficult courses and maintaining a high GPA. Her favorite memory at THS was making it to regionals for cross country. Her favorite teacher so far is Mrs. Forrester for making history seem so interesting. Miriam Atarchi. An accomplishment of Miriam's that she's most proud of is becoming treasurer for Key Club for 2 years now. Her favorite memory at THS is joining tennis and being able to go to games as well as play in them. Her favorite teacher is Mrs. Thomas, as she showed true empathy and care for her students. Meadow Weiss. Meadow is most proud of her involvement in the progress of Mrs. DiMattio's Vets Clinic. Her favorite memory at THS was going on her first Vets Clinic trip and working with the kids at Wilcox. The teachers that have had the largest impact on her would be Mr. Kirtley and Mrs. DiMattio, who have both served as her best academic mentors and who guided her onto a path to continue her future career. Meredith Schwartz. An accomplishment of Meredith that she's most proud of is being inducted into the Spanish Honor Society. Her favorite memory at THS so far was going to the football playoffs last year and being able to see her brother march on the field in band. Her favorite teacher at THS is Mrs. Chernick because she has inspired her to be the best person she can be. Mia Benitez. Mia is most proud of being able to run varsity races for cross country this year. Her favorite memory at THS so far is making new friends through extracurriculars like drama club and orchestra. Her favorite teacher is Mrs. Komet because she inspired her to pick up running halfway through her freshman year and eventually join cross country. Micah Sanford. Micah is most proud of being able to maintain a 4.0 GPA throughout all of high school. His favorite memory was sitting next to his friends in government and being able to talk to each other. His favorite teacher is Mrs. Leumans, the ASL teacher. ASL is one of his favorite classes, and a big reason why is how nice Mrs. Leumans is. Morgan Mayfield. Morgan is most proud of maintaining straight A's throughout all of high school. Her favorite memory at THS was getting to play tennis alongside her friends for the past couple of years. Her favorite teacher is Mrs. Torno. She loved taking her sculpture class and making many versatile projects. Nate Grant. An accomplishment of Nate's that he's most proud of is being a starter on the varsity soccer team that made it to the state championship. His favorite memory at THS is helping out through programs within the district. His favorite teacher is Mr. Whitting because of how easy he is to create conversations with and relate to during any class. Niran Vora. Niran is most proud of being a part of both Spanish Honor Society as well as National Honor Society. His favorite memory at THS so far is his time on the golf team and tennis team. Mr. Benaki is his favorite teacher because he has been his golf teacher, his golf coach for every year, and also because he's willing to make sure that he gets better and always improves. Olivia Albrecht. Olivia is most proud of getting into the dental assisting program at CVCC, being one of 4 students and also being the vice president. Her favorite memory at THS so far was winning districts with the girls soccer team. Her favorite teacher is Mrs. Drain. Rayhan Abbas. Rayhan is most proud of being the only student in his grade level 3 grade levels ahead in math. His favorite memory of his time at THS so far was the playoff run the soccer team made this year, going all the way to the state final. His favorite teacher is Mr. Manaki, as he has shown how education applies to the real world. Riley Heller. Riley is most proud of receiving her academic and athletic letters within the same year. Her favorite memory has been creating lifelong friendships with exchange students. And Mr. Kirtley is her favorite teacher because he has taught her not only lessons that can be used in school, but also ones that can be used in the real world.
Rory McConaughey. Rory's favorite teacher is Mrs. Torno because she always pushes and encourages her students to do better than they think they can. Rory's favorite memory at THS so far is during last year in softball, they beat Wadsworth during their first game of the season with their team. Her proudest accomplishment is making it into NHS. Ryan Schaefer. Mr. Lundy is Ryan's favorite teacher because of his constant positive attitude and desire to improve each day. Ryan's favorite memory is organizing the pep rally sophomore year with her friends. She is most proud of obtaining above a 3.5 GPA each year. Sam Tanasia. Sam's proudest of receiving the AP Microeconomics Teacher Award. Mrs. Swinning is his favorite teacher. She's a great teacher and always makes the class fun. Sam's best memory is his regional track meet. Samantha Yellen. Samantha's favorite memory thus far is participating in Model UN with her friends and making new friends along the way. Mr. Lally is her favorite teacher because of his teaching methods, and his advice has helped shape her into being a better student. Samantha is most proud of making it into NHS. Sam Hop. Sam's best memory is running at states for cross country. Mrs. Swinning is his favorite teacher because she is very encouraging with her students about sports, engaging with her students about sports, and is always involved. His best accomplishment is getting the award for pre-cal from Mr. Perinchak. Shreya Chavan. Her favorite teacher is Mrs. Thomas because she's always encouraged her to do her best and is thoughtful, hardworking, and kind. Shreya's favorite memory is walking to Starbucks with her AP Stats friends. She is most proud of being an AP Scholar with distinction. Simmer Lally. Simmer is most proud of being able to maintain a good GPA and grades, which led her into CVCC's dental assisting and also becoming her class's president. Mrs. York is her favorite teacher because she works hard to make sure her students are on track and is always someone she can talk to. Her favorite memory is homecoming week every year because she is with all of her friends. Siona Vora. Siona's favorite memory has been playing tennis with her friends and making new friends throughout the season. Her favorite teacher is Mr. Whitting. In his classroom, he has made it a light and fun environment that makes her want to learn. She is proudest of receiving 3.5 plus GPA award for the past 2 years. Sophia Gamble. The teacher that inspired her most is Mrs. Torno for inspiring her to continue art throughout all of high school. Sophia's proudest moment is becoming lieutenant on drill team. Her favorite memory of THS thus far is football games with her friends and the band. Sophia Taylor. Sophia is most proud of passing her AP US History exam. Her favorite teacher is Mrs. Thomas because she is always very fun and nice and always laughs at her jokes. Her favorite memory is performing an act on stage with her friends Julia and Jabari. Suba Radia. Suba is proud of how she went before the school board alone to advocate for the Islamic holiday Eid to be recognized in Twinsburg's curriculum and calendar. Mrs. Rader is her favorite teacher as she inspires her to adapt new ways of thinking. She encourages her to think critically about the world and her place in it. Her favorite memory is all of her relationships she has built with her friends and teachers at THS. Sue Naidoo. Her favorite teacher is Mr. Manaki because he is supportive and helpful and makes the class fun. Sue is proud of receiving the AP Scholar with Honor Award. Her favorite memory at THS thus far is walking to Starbucks with her stats class. Tatiana Battle. Tatiana's favorite memory is basketball games with her friends. Mrs. Suda Riley is her favorite teacher due to Mrs. Suda Riley's belief in her and her dedication to help her succeed in her education. She is most proud of her growth at THS, as she has grown to prioritize her academics and she has built her relationships. Taylor Dye. Taylor is proud of her performance at the state track meet her freshman year and her placement as 8th in the 4x1 relay. Her favorite teacher is Mrs. Forrester. She is her favorite teacher because she makes the class enjoyable and personable, making it easier to enjoy history and sociology. Her favorite memory is beating Wadsworth in the Sorority League matchup and celebrating with her basketball teammates. Taylor Puckey. Mrs. Wolf is her favorite teacher because she is always willing to help, is very understanding, and connects with her students on a different level. Taylor's favorite memory at THS thus far is winning the Suburban League in volleyball for the first time in school history her freshman year. Her proudest memory has either been getting into Spanish National Honor Society or passing her first AP exam last year.
I'd like to thank our advisor, Michael Hornchak, and all those that helped in the induction ceremony for their hard work in organizing this year's festivities. Thank you all for attending our NHS induction ceremony. In just a moment, the new inductees will process off the stage and back to the band room, after which we will ask them to stay so we can get a group picture for the current NHS members for the yearbook. But before doing so, please join me once again in applauding all of our new National Honor Society members.
So he's going to bring his lights down and set up. So yeah, he'll be right where you are.